Well, hello. Fix my screen here. Welcome to the webinar, the replay of From Paper to Published, How to Finally Finish Your Book. I am your host. I am Jewel Martin. I am the author and founder of Education Haven LLC, an education company where we do tutoring for children. We do conduct homeschool consultations for parents. And now we're starting our new avenue of teaching adults. And one of the first things that we're going to teach adults is how to finish that book. I've come across many adults who want to be authors or who are authors who have books in their composition notebooks, they have books in their computers, and they've never published them. And so this is one of the reasons why I decided to do this webinar. I know what it's like to have a book and deal with time constraints or issues, and you can't get the book finished, or you feel like you'll never get it finished. Been there, done that. This is why I have this webinar. So, welcome. Let's go to our next screen. Here we go. So, just a little about me. My name is Jewel Martin. I'm the founder of Education Haven. I am a licensed elementary school teacher. I have a graduate degree in education. My specialization is in adult learning and workforce education. So, I'm a published author. My first book I have, you'll see on the screen, it's called Consistency, the essential characteristic that cancels the plans of the enemy. And then the book on the right is Can You Forgive Your Oppressor? A guide to forgiving the person that God used to bring you to your knees in prayer. As you can see, my books are Christian based, but maybe yours aren't. What is your book about? And that's one of the things that we're going to get into. Okay. So the agenda for tonight, and of course, if you're watching the replay, it may be morning. That's okay. Your big why. Why is the book important? Why do you have to get this book published to the world? How to get started and stop overthinking. Writing and editing, we'll get into that as well. Formatting and design, publishing platforms, and the power of AI. AI will make things so much easier for you as an author. Okay. So, your big why. Do you have a story to tell? Is it all about you? Is it your autobiography? Is it a fictional piece where you have characters that you have to develop and apply in a storyline? Is it a motivational book where maybe you're telling bits and pieces of your life and you're adding scripture to it, or you're adding affirmations to it to be motivational? Is it a kid's book? Maybe it's a kid's book teaching them how to tie shoes, or a coloring book, or maybe you like to do journals. Any of those things. Time is running out. And that's what I tell people. You always think you have time, and trust me, you don't. Time is running. So, how to get started and stop overthinking. This is one practice that I continue to do. And it's a challenge sometimes, but it helps you to get things done. It's to be intentional with your time. If you are one of those people where, maybe you go to work and you want to come home and relax and watch TV or get on social media, that's fine. But be very careful with your time. Maybe take a half an hour to unwind, whatever you're doing. And then after that, okay, let me get to work. Set a timer if necessary when you're working on your book, 15 to 30 minutes, maybe just to start you off. And then as time goes on, 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes when you set that timer for 15 to 30 minutes, you'll find that the timer will go off, but you're still working. You still have things to do. Even if you can't get to your book every day, can you get to it once or twice a week to do some work on it, to do some typing, just get started? That's the trying part, getting started. If it seems like you have no time at all, find out what is eating your time. Pay attention, watch yourself. What's eating your time? Is it a person? Do you dedicate time to a person? And we all have people in our lives. Maybe you have children, you have a spouse, but are you able to find those blocks of time to just get your work done? Excuse me. Focus on performance, not perfection. Don't worry about being a perfectionist when you're first starting out or getting everything done the correct way. Just get it done. Get the typing done. You can speak your book if you're not good at typing. You can speak it into a recorder and have it record for you. Speak it into your phone if you have an app that you can use that picks up audio. Excuse me. There are various platforms, various systems that you can use to record your book. Get started, and continuing is the hardest part. That's the hardest part, is to get started and to keep going. Okay. So the two on the top, those are your free tools. Google Docs, which of course is free. That's what I use to write my books. It's free of charge. I start out, I'm using Google Docs. It'll allow me to do the little cover page, and all you have to do is type cover page. You can do a table of contents. It'll show you in the top how to insert when you're in Google. At the top of the screen, it'll show you how to go to insert and then table of contents. If you want to type out your chapters, the chapter numbers, just to have some order of an outline. Once I'm done with my book, with the writing and the editing, then I go to Microsoft Word. But I start out in Google's because it's free. Grammarly is a great tool to use for grammar, for spelling, for sentence structure. It's also free. It has a paid version, but I don't use it. I don't need it like that. The free version for me is just fine. And Grammarly, you can use it two ways. You can either upload your document to grammarly.com, or you can install an extension on Google Chrome that where it's embedded in your Google Chrome. And that way, as you're typing in Google, it's checking the grammar for you. Your subscription tools is going to be for Microsoft Word. If you have Office 365 or Microsoft Word on your computer, that's great, but many people don't have it. So what you can do, you can go to Microsoft.com or Office365.com, whichever one it is, and you can download Microsoft Word. No, it'll let you download Office 365, the whole package. You can pay for it $6.99 a month. With tax, it's like $7.48. But I wouldn't do that until you have finished writing and editing your Google document, okay? Once you're done with the book in Google Documents, then go ahead and get Microsoft Word. That way you don't waste any money by paying for a subscription that you don't need, okay? Let's go to our next slide. So formatting and design. Formatting and design. If you're not sure what that is what makes your book look polished, look crisp. Your chapters will go from just basic text to, the font will be different. The sizing of the chapters are different. Formatting and design. Your page numbers. Where do you want your page numbers? And you can actually put page numbers in Google. So once you're ready for formatting and design, that's when you go to Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is for formatting and design. So I'll stop my share for a minute. See if you can see this. So this is my book. Okay. I did this book on my own. Okay. With the help of the Lord, honey, because I couldn't do it by myself. But this is the book. I created the cover as well in Canva. This book is about 100 pages long. Okay. I did it using Amazon, and we'll talk about Amazon in a minute. So formatting, and I'll just show you like my chapters. Okay. This is formatting. the way it looks. Like for me, like I said, my books are Christian based. I have a scripture here. I have my titles here. Sometimes when people do their titles, they'll put like a little fancy um feature, like a text feature, like a scroll or something fancy. You might see like a large letter up here to make it pop out. That's part of your formatting. Okay. That is done in Microsoft Word. And what you can also do, maybe you're not good at formatting, maybe that's not your thing. These two sites, the names of these sites that you see on the screen, Upwork and Fiverr. These are two sites that you can go to, upwork.com and fiverr.com. You can hire someone, a freelance worker, to proofread your book, to design your book, to create a cover for your book. You don't have to struggle with those things if you don't know how to do it. Prices will vary. You might see someone charging $30 to do it. You might see somebody charging $60 to do it. It depends also what they're doing for you, with the services they're offering you. Are they offering you unlimited revisions? Are they offering you extras? So you don't have to feel like, I don't know how to design a cover. I don't know how to put it together. There are people that will do it for you. You can budget, your finances to pay for this first, then wait, then pay for this. Or maybe you know someone that can proofread. Everything that you need to finish your book, to go from paper to published, you can find in Upwork and Fiverr. Even if, and this may cost you more money, even if you don't type the book yourself, what if you record the book in a video? What if you make a video and you speak the book? I am definitely sure that there is a person on one of these sites that would have it typed up for you. So don't feel like you have to do everything if you can't do it, okay? You don't want to be frustrated and not get it done. You want to get it done. So these are your publishing platforms. The first one is probably the most popular. That's Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, also known as Amazon KDP. That's the site where I did my book Consistency. So my book is on Amazon, and I can also order my book from Kindle Direct Publishing. I can order copies of my book at a reduced rate and have them shipped to my house. And then if I have a show, I have a conference, I have my paper copies of my books that I can sell. If I want to sign them, autograph them, and sign them and charge maybe $15 a book or $20 a book. Some people charge what they want, depending on how large their book is. My book is not, it's not even more than 100 pages. So usually I may charge like $15 at the most. But if I want to charge more, I could. Ingram Spark. I've heard of this site, but I have not used this site. I've heard some good things about it. Some people don't like Amazon. They'll go to Ingram Spark, and I believe you can still put your book on Amazon. I believe. I may not be 100% correct, but I believe you can still sell it on Amazon, or maybe you want to sell it to get it on Barnes and Noble. You have different avenues that you can go to get your book done. And again, you can always get your paper copy. And if you want to sell your book out of your car or sell it, have a local bookstore, see if they can get copies of your book, you can do that. Lulu Publishing. I'm in North Carolina. That is a local publishing place. I believe it's here in North Carolina. Last time I checked, I may be incorrect. Maybe something has changed. If you're into journals, I did see on Lulu's site where you can create a spiral notebook. I did it one time before. I created a spiral journal for myself using Lulu Publishing. That was something that I wanted to do. I like journals. I like notebooks. So I designed a cover. I wish I had it in front of me, but I don't. I designed a cover and I created a journal for myself. Of course, it was more expensive than buying like the regular journal from Walmart, but I wanted to see if I could do it, and I was able to do it. So those are your publishing platforms. And with Amazon, a lot of people use Amazon because once you do your paper book, you can go back and do your ebook, and then it's in Kindle, and then it's in Audible. You can even do an Audible book if you want. There's so many options for you, okay? The power of AI in publishing. AI is changing the game in everything, but especially even if you are an author. And these are just a few of the options if you're an author. So allow AI to help you with your book. Do you have handwritten notes? If you're old school and you wrote your book, on paper and pen, there are different sites that can help you. You can take pictures of the text of your page, of your handwritten notes. It will transcribe it for you. It will change it from handwritten notes to text. Now, there may be a fee for you to do it. I don't know because I don't use them because I type my books in. But again, these are options, ways for you to get it done. Transcribits. They say Google Lens will do it. Insider.ai. These are just a few of them. If you Google AI, uh, AI platform, handwritten notes to text, you will come up with an entire list of websites that will take your text, your handwritten notes, transform them to text, okay? Voice and video recordings to text. Now, this first one, Restream, I used that one myself. That was free. I had a video that I had to do a voiceover for, and I took the video, it was a short video. I uploaded it to Restream, and about 3 minutes later, it gave me the text. So the voiceover of the person that was in the video, when I uploaded the video, it scribed the text for me. And so when I had to redo the voiceover, I had the script. All I had to do was read the text. I thought I was going to have to sit there and write out what the person was saying so I could do it over. Nope. Uploaded it. It did the text for me and I downloaded the text. That was restream.io. Veed.io is another one. Happyscribe.com is another one. Again, there's many more. Go out there, Google them. Voice or video recordings, AI voice or video recordings to text. Some of them you do have to pay for, some of them you don't. Play with the free ones first. That way you can figure out which one you like best, which one works for you before you start paying subscriptions for things that you don't need. You're trying to save money and make money, not spend it all. And then also helping AI, continuing to help you with your book ideas, brainstorming, character development, Chat GPT. Chat GPT is a game changer. If you want to write a book, if you have an idea for a book and it's a fictional piece and you can't seem to get it all together or get the ideas going, Chat GPT will help you. Scribbler is another one. I haven't used Scribbler, but I've used Chat GPT for other things. So let's say I want to write a book about a young woman who overcomes obstacles and manages to get through life, motivating herself. I don't know. And I said, you know what? I want to write a book, but I don't know what to write about. I don't have any ideas. How can I develop this character? How can I get more information? Chat GPT will help you do that. Let me see if I can switch my screen. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can bring it up just to show you. So let me go to Chat GPT. Okay, let me switch my screen back. Bring this over here. Okay, let me share my screen again. So this is chat. Here we go. Chat GPT, and it looks like this. A lot of times it'll ask you to log in or sign up. You don't have to, but you can if you want. It's free. It has a paid version. I don't use the paid version. I have a friend of mine. She uses it because it helps her do different things. It helps her get pictures, and she's working on a project. But it says, what can I help with? And I always start off with, hey, Chat GPT. You don't have to, but I just do that. I want to write a book about a woman. See, I can't spell them. Named Natalie, who has to overcome many obstacles in her life. She's resilient and faces many challenges. Can you help me with some ideas? And here it says, if you can see it, it says, hey, I love to help. And it starts giving you ideas. If you can see my screen, it says background personal struggles. It's giving family dynamics, external obstacles, health-related challenges, social workplace struggles, overcoming obstacles, character growth resolution. It's giving me 4 ideas. And at the end, it says, does any of this resonate with you for Natalie's journey, or would you like to a deeper dive into a particular aspect? It's going to take me deeper. And I'm going to say, yes, let's take a deeper dive into character growth and resolution. Can you give me ideas for 5 chapters? And then it says absolutely. And if you notice, I typed it up. I didn't write it perfect. I had some little typos here. It still understands. Absolutely. And now look, it's giving me chapters. It's giving me titles, the weight of expectation, silent struggles, finding a flicker of hope. It's giving me the whole breakdown. It's giving me a comprehensive breakdown of this fictional character, Natalie. So the one thing I would encourage you to do, if you want to sign up for it, go ahead and sign up for it. I do believe it saves these notes. What I do when I use ChatGPT, anytime it gives me anything, I highlight all of it. Like I'll go through and I highlight all of it. I copy and paste it into a Google document. That way I'll always have it. Because if you leave, like I've experienced leaving this up on the screen and I went and did something, and when I came back, it timed out. So you never want to lose this. So I would say, like I just showed you here, highlight it, right click copy, and then paste it into a Google document so that you always have it. I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to move that out of the way. Get rid of that. And we're almost done. Okay. So that was for your brainstorming character development. Like I said, I've never used Scribbler, but I've heard of them. And then images for your book cover or your children's book. If you're interested in doing a children's book, it could be a coloring book. It can be a book about, teaching manners, whatever. OpenAI.com for commercial use. Commercial use meaning you may have to pay for the subscription to use it commercially. Some of these images, if you want to use them for a book, they'll say you need to pay for commercial use. That way they don't come back and sue you. And it might be $10 a month, maybe $12 a month. It's not a lot. But again, play with the free version first. And then when you're ready to do your images, once you've worked out the kinks and know how to do it easily, then you can do the commercial use. Leonardo.ai, that's a good site. I like that site for pictures. I don't have the paid version right now. I'm still playing with some things. But again, you can play with that and learn how to use the pictures that way. Once it's time for you to use your book, you can get the commercial version. And I think it's $12. I'm not sure. I've seen $10 on some sites. I've seen 12. Some of them they charge much more, but that's for a team of people. If you have a lot of people working with you and you guys are doing a lot of books, then you might get the team version. Okay. So let's go here. So it's time to take action and move forward. If you're interested in joining my private Facebook group, now is the time to go ahead and do it. You can go to bit.ly/from paper to published to bring up the site, and it'll take you to the site and you can sign up. We have 3 options for you. I have a beginner circle. These are for my people, my friends, where if you're just starting out, we have weekly check-ins. Hey, how is it going? How are you doing with your book? Where are you? We have our monthly Q&A sessions. We have accountability assessments. That's the beginner circle. That's where we're just starting out. That's $19 a month. We have our beginners plus circle. You've already started the book. You're making some progress. You need some feedback. We have our weekly check-ins twice a week. We have 2 monthly Q&A sessions. You have your accountability assessment. You have access to some of my cheat sheets. We do some video uploads, give you some writing samples and more. That's $39 a month. And then finally, I have my one-on-one coaching session. You say, I don't want to do a monthly group, because some people don't like the Facebook groups. They want one-on-one coaching session. And that's where we give you a comprehensive plan, how to get it done. We'll discuss the details of your book, give you some tips on writing, on editing, on publishing, book cover design, if you're not too sure. And we'll talk about these things in our 90-minute session. That's $99. So you can go to that website. You can put in bit.ly.com from paper to published. It'll take you to the website. You can bring it up, or you can even go to my website for my business, Education Haven, myeducationhaven.com. You can go to that website as well, and it will show you the link. Don't get overwhelmed in this journey of writing your book. Baby steps, one step at a time, one step at a time, and you can get it done. So, if you're watching this, you're watching it on YouTube. If you have any questions, you can put questions in on the YouTube channel and I'll go ahead and respond. Or if you have my email address that you received from the webinar, you can send me a request there as well. And I'll respond to your request. So I pray that this was helpful. I hope that you receive some valuable information, and that now you are encouraged and motivated to get started. And those are the 2 websites right there. Either one of them will take you to the option to go ahead and to sign up either for the Facebook group or for the private coaching session, myeducationhaven.com or our bit.ly/from paper to published. So you take care, have an awesome day, and I hope to hear from you. Take care. Bye-bye.